Hey guys, what's going on? Trey Kearns here. It is 7:30 in the morning. If you remember, about a month and a half ago, I went down to a piece of public and deployed 7 cameras. Talked about why I had those cameras there, reasons behind the deer traveling in that area. All focus is on early season for these camera setups. I'm going to go down here, check these cards, and then hopefully have some success on a couple cameras. I've never been to this piece of or never hunted this piece of public yet so far. Got some confidence in where these cameras are at, and hopefully if things work out, I'm going to swap out some cell cameras with those so I can get a beat on what these deer are doing come first of season. So I'll take you guys with me, Shadow's with me. We're going to have a productive day. I'm going to put a lot of miles on the boots. Excited to share with you guys, what we got on camera. So stay tuned. Hey guys, just got the camera number 1 that we put up there on the tree overlooking this big bottom. I talked about that face that comes down. Them deer work right down through here. They're doing exactly what I thought. They're working right down through this, right here through that. But I just ran through the card and didn't have any bucks that I'm wanting to chase on there, but a bunch of deer activity moving back and forth through there. So I don't know if it's going to be a spot that I'm going to hunt early season, but it might produce later on down the road. So I'm going to leave this here. Since there's a lot of deer activity in here, I'm going to go check these oaks over here to see if there's any acorns on there. There's a bunch of hickory hitting the ground right now, but I haven't seen any oaks yet. So I'm going to go over here and there's a little fawn right here. That was pretty cool. I've had that fawn and its mom. I think it's the same one, but walking through here several times. But anyway, I'm gonna go check these oaks and then see if I can see any acorns on the trees, and then gonna work over to camera 2 and then go from there. So I'm either gonna go to camera 3 or I'm gonna set up a few more, but I'm gonna leave this camera here though. Hey guys, just got to camera 2. Have a lot of deer activity for the last month and a half, but don't have anything worth showing you. I don't even know if I have a buck on there. If I do, it's not very big. But anyway, got a lot of deer activity. Gonna leave this camera here. I think it's in a good spot still. Gonna let it soak a little bit and make a game plan, but gonna go check camera number 3 right now. But so far, a lot of deer hitting that one scrape we talked about. So gonna be a really good spot, I think. All right, so just got to camera number 3. Just got it pulled. It's muggy and hot, but I ran through a couple pictures just to see if anything was on there, but looked like a bear and some deer, but I don't know what they were. So I pulled the card. I'm gonna check it later, but it's over top this scrape and those 2 logging roads come up and then that one road goes out through there. So who knows? We'll see what happens. It's early and I don't think there's anything too crazy on some of these cameras, but as of right now, 1 through 3, but I still got some really good ones to check. Got rain coming in, so we're gonna try to check a few more and then check some next week because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull them all. So Shadow's slowing me down a little bit, but it's all right. We're having a good time. Hey guys, what's going on? Trey Kearns here from the release. Getting back in here finally to check some of these cameras. I came and checked 1 through 3 a couple weeks ago, and I had my dog with me and ended up having to back out. And I just figured I'd come back later, but going down here to check these 1 cameras I had on this creek crossing and then the camera out on the scrape, but going down right down this path here, and there's been a ton of traffic here, so hopefully we get some good pictures of some deer crossing right here. But stay tuned and we're gonna see what we got and hopefully get a game plan put together. All right, just got to camera 4, got it elevated here facing this creek bottom coming down through here. There's a old scrape right underneath that tree right there. All these deer are funneling down off this ridge system, and it's kind of like a natural little funnel right down along this little creek right here, and it goes right out to where we just were at camera 5, but it kind of goes out through there. But it looks like a good spot, but we're gonna get up here and check his camera, and hopefully we got something pretty decent on it. Just check the card and don't have any bucks on it. I do apologize, but it's part of hunting a piece of property you've never hunted before and just trying to learn. You know, all these spots I've kind of found, maybe they're, you know, later in the year spots. I was thinking maybe they might be an early season spot, but who knows? We'll see what pans out. And still got some cards to check, but gonna leave it here over top this scrape. This scrape's got to get hot, you know, at some point, and just kind of build an inventory for the next following years. So we'll see what happens and head over to the next spot and pull that card and check it. So cross your fingers and see what happens. Hopefully we can at least get a decent buck on camera to chase this year. Oh well. So we just got down here to camera 5 and got it elevated overlooking this creek crossing like I was just speaking about, and got a ton of deer activity, a lot of daylight pictures, but nothing worth bragging about. So I'm gonna pull the card, take it back home, look at it a little bit closer, but just scanning through on the camera, I didn't see anything crazy. So, but a ton of deer activity, some bear, and some coyotes. So I'm gonna take it home, look at it a little bit closer. You never know what might be in the background. We're gonna head out through here and go check that camera we have on a scrape. So maybe have some buck activity on it. So fingers crossed, but still good spot. I just got to camera 6, and it's off a clear cut. If you remember, this is on a saddle where you got a ridge coming down and a ridge coming down. Low spot on the ridge that the deer like to cross. I don't know if someone put a mineral site here or something, or just naturally deer digging, or a tree fell right there, but there's a big hole right there. Not a whole lot of deer tracks around it, but anyway, but I put this camera on this saddle to kind of see the low spot there. I just had a deer snort at me in that big crossing, that big clear cut. So what I'm thinking is that these deer are gonna work out of this clear cut like I thought and cross this saddle. So anyway, we're gonna check this camera, see what's on it, and who knows, we'll see. So I'm checking the card right now and got 2 young bucks right here. So we'll see if we can get a good one on here, but got decent deer, but only 50 some pictures. All right, so we just got done checking camera 6 and had some younger bucks on camera. Had 50 some pictures on this in the last 2 months, and we jumped a buck up here, had a deer right here. So there's a lot of deer in here just because there's clear cuts here. There's a lot of white oaks and hard mass trees in here, so we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna leave this camera here. Might throw a cell camera in here, but I'm gonna go down over this ridge and check this other camera, and fingers crossed we get a good deer and we can throw up a cell camera, but who knows. We're just trying to locate a mature deer to target this year, so we'll see. All right, just got down here to check camera 7 and just ran through it and looked, and there seems to be a larger number of bucks down here in this area, maybe because that clear cut and early season food source probably. But anyway, the other cameras are probably later in the year cameras maybe, so I'm just gonna leave them up and see what they do, and just check this one, like I said, and had a bunch of bucks cutting down through here. I pulled the card to check it when I get home to see if there's anything significantly bigger, but I didn't see it. But gonna leave this camera right here underneath this tree for this scrape and come back and check it. So we'll see what happens, and gonna go check a couple more cameras, so wish me luck. So I'm walking down off the ridge here, and really out of the 7 cameras, really struggling to find a mature deer on a new piece of property that I've never hunted before. So, but I got a couple places I did scout that I haven't got a chance to put cameras at. I'm gonna go throw a couple up there, like I said, and then I'm gonna go check 2 more cameras that I have and see what they're doing. Anyway, it's part of the process. I mean, I'm not gonna come in here and just tell you I'm gonna have a booner on camera, or hell, I don't even have a 120-inch deer on camera. So it's a grind, and I'm out here just working and trying to build this inventory for myself to hopefully have success down the road. So we'll see what happens, but heading down off the mountain here, and I'm gonna try to get on another one. All right, so just checked camera 8 and had a really good deer on it. We actually encountered that deer when we were coming out of here a couple months ago. Didn't know it was in here, but I could see it starting to grow out past its ears, and I knew it was gonna be a good deer, and he turned out to be really, really good. But it's a really good spot. I found his bed earlier this year, and he's kind of just coming up out of his bed and working down through this bottom. But I threw a cell camera up at that spot, so we should get up-to-date pictures on there. And now I'm headed to the final camera to check it and possibly throw up another cell camera. And the access in here is dynamite. Just kind of walk this little creek down through here and then pop up over the ridge, and it's right there. But I'm gonna throw a cell camera on it because I think it's gonna be a really good spot too. But we'll swap the cameras out and get an idea of what's coming in here, and should be good. But we finally got a good deer. I don't know what he is, but he's definitely a shooter. So we'll see what happens. But I'm excited. All right, so just got to the last camera, checked it. It was camera 9. Didn't have anything big on it, but it had a lot of deer on it. So big white oak flat down through here. Got a scrape under here from last year, and I put this is a real thick area back here, and I don't want to come back in here all the time. So I put a solar panel and a render right there. So it should be a good spot. I'm just gonna stay out of here until I get a picture of a big one back here, but I know there's gonna be a good one. Anyway, that recaps my camera check for today. And looks like I got one big one shooter on, and went through, I think, nine cameras or so, and I might fill up 1 or 2 more on the way out. But switched out 2 cameras with two cell cameras, and got a good plan. Just hopefully we'll see what happens. Just trying to gather inventory, even if something doesn't show up. We're leaving these cameras up year round so that we can get a good idea what's coming in here throughout the year, so we can build that inventory for the following year. If it's notorious for getting a lot of deer, then we know that. And if it's notorious for getting a big buck late in the season, then we know that. And we're just trying to hone in on our really good spots and find those out and then go from there.